Hello, everybody, and welcome to Strasbourg Steve again for another live stream. My signature kind of video style. So, welcome, people. Make sure smash the like button and subscribe and whatnot. And we got a big clash today. No, we're not doing Man City Bayern because I've given up on that one from a Bayern München perspective, and I'd rather Benfica win it anyway. So. Today we've got the small matter of the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals between the second leg of the quarterfinals between Internazionale, Inter Milan, the Giants from Milan, formerly obviously champions of the tournament in 2009-10. And we've got Sport Lisboa, Benfica, my boys. So, let's get straight into these lineups, people. Again, make sure to smash the likes, all that good stuff. So, let's just get straight into this stuff, people. So, we'll start out with Simone Inzaghi's Inter side, who they're going with. It's a 3-5-2. Andre Onana, the Cameroonian in net. No surprise there. Matteo Darmian, Echebi, and Bastoni are the back three. Federico Di Marco, Henrik Mkhitaryan, Marcelo Brozovic, Nicolo Barella, and Denzel Dumfries are the midfield five with wingbacks, or midfield three with wingbacks. And the front two is Lautaro Martinez and Edin Dzeko. I'm actually kind of surprised that Lautaro is starting, if I'm really honest, because against Monza on Saturday, he was utter shite. So I guess I am a bit surprised about that. Maybe Lukaku could get a chance, but he'll come off the bench regardless. So is what it is. Inter don't necessarily have to score goals unless Benfica do. So that's how Inzaghi up his side. And for Benfica and Roger Schmidt, we've got obviously 4-2-3-1. No surprises really. Lacodimos, Odysseus Lacodimos in goal, Gilberto, Antonio Silva, who's been struggling a little bit lately. Nicolas Otamendi, Alex Grimaldo is the back four. Florentino Luis and Chiquinho is the midfield two pivot. Rafa Silva, João Mario, Frederic Arsenis is the three under Gonzalo Ramos, the Benfica striker, who has been struggling a little bit. For Benfica. Then again, he's not the only one. João Mario's tried his very, very best, but nothing's really happening for him lately. A lot of players struggling, and it looks like we don't even have Ba on the fucking bench. So that's kind of ass. We are missing Alexander Ba quite a lot, the Danish right back. He's been very good for us the entire season. So, it is what it is. But if we look over the benches for Inter real quick, Inzaghi has the likes of Samir Handanovic, Slovenian goalkeeper, to call upon. Roberto Gagliardini, Stefan de Vrij, Robin Gosens, Joaquin Correa, Raul Bellanova, Christian Aslani, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Alex Gordas, Danilo D'Ambrosio, Valentino Carboni, and Romelu Lukaku. Benfica, we've got Lucas Verissimo, David Neres, who I'm shocked is not starting. I'm disappointed with that, if I'm honest. Gonçalo Guedes, Kasper Tengstedt, Andreas Schilderup, Mihailo Ristic, Samuel Soares, Peter Musa, Cher and Daur, Andre Gomes, João Neves, and Morato. So that's the Benfica side of things. Hey, what's going on, Manny? See what y'all in the comments are saying. Make sure you hit the likes. Like I said, hit the like button. People subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks, Manny, for stopping by. Sebastian, Matt's channel, and obviously Football Ferreira. Jose, my fucking guy. What's going on? Love your pronunciations. Hey, that's just my style, man. I try to pronounce it as well as I can. But yeah, thanks, Manny, bro. Good evening, Steve, or should I say good Stevening? Oh, Manny. Big up, Steve. What's up, Albert, my guy? Nice to see you around here. Matt, what's up, man? Predictions, he's gone for a 1-1 Inter Benfica. Fair enough. Sport Lisboa Benfica Vamos. My guy Football Ferreira. Seb's gone with the 2-1 Inter. Far too strong at home. I'd probably agree with that. Yeah, Matt's going with a 1-1. I haven't really thought of predictions yet. I just know that we're not really advancing, so I don't really give a shit. I mean, if we're looking at the lineups again, actually, sorry. Screw the lineups for the moment. If we're just talking about both of these teams in their respective form, it's pretty crap. If I'm honest, it's pretty crap. Last Saturday we lost to Chavez, or Chavez. I'm not sure how you pronounce that one, but lost to a 10th place side in Portugal. Abbas got the late winner as Otamendi stumbled and bumbled around like a moron, giving it away for Abbas to just get a clear shot at what's his name? Sorry. Oh my God. Odysseus, yes. So yeah, that's what happened. But then Inter decided to also screw up against some, relatively weaker competition, which was AC Monza at home. So neither of these teams are in very good form. We're dealing with 3 straight losses. I would not be surprised if it's 4 tonight, but I would also be surprised if we can get the. I would not be surprised if we maybe got the win tonight. I don't know. But regardless, yeah, Manny, I'll send you the link. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just go to Instagram here real quick. Yeah. Give me 2 seconds, Manny. Make sure you hit the likes, people. But yeah, we're chilling. There's profile or messages actually. Anything. There you go. There you are, Manny. There you are, brother. Awesome. Make sure you're there for kickoff. Nice. That's good, bro. Yeah, just join whenever you'd like. But yeah, man. So that's what we got going on for Inter and Benfica. Look, for me, if I had to predict a result, if both teams are faltering, well, then that means I'm not really thinking either team will win. I'm probably gonna go with I don't know, a 1-1 maybe. No, 1-0 Inter, I think 1-0 Inter, because at least Inter they've been pretty crap in Serie A lately. But they can at least get a draw. We're on 3 straight losses, for God's sake. And losing to Chavez at the weekend is not the way to go. But just in that game against Chavez, we were just so sloppy. So sloppy with the passing. I thought David Neres, he did okay. He was a little bit better than the other guys on the field. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just pissing me off because we're dropping form, and we're shitting the bed at the wrong time, completely wrong time. And the fact is 3 straight L's, and we've had 2 this entire season. I don't know. I'll go 1-0 Inter because in the Champions League they usually win their home games because they beat Porto at home. They beat Barca at home, lost to Bayern, and they beat Victoria Pilsen. So, Albert asking me about best strategy. What's Benfica's best strategy in terms of going out and winning this game? Just got to take the game to them. and you've got to get for me the shots on target. I think Benfica, we've been extremely sloppy with these shots on target lately, and it's pretty outrageous that we just can't. The shots on target are just they're terrible. I mean, some of them were blocked. I mean, Chavez deserved the 3 points on Saturday. To be honest, we were fucking woeful. So for me, yeah, no, I like Davineric. I don't know why he's not starting because he looked all right on Saturday. None of them I was happy with. So it's not like he's getting a hell of a lot of praise from me or whatever. But I thought he was probably the best of a bad bunch, if I'm honest. And then on the Inter side of things, with them losing to Monza, same thing. Same thing. They could not get anything going. They couldn't generate anything significant. Like they were a threat, but like they never really looked like scoring against Monza. And then what's the guy's name? Not Voltapani or what is that? God damn it! As soon as I see the Monza player's name, I'm gonna be like, "Yep, that's him." Caldirola. Yep, Luca Caldirola. As soon as he scored, I'm like, oh, yep, that's President. Yep, the center back for Monza. I mean, shout out Monza. They're having a pretty damn good season, actually. Di Marco, very, very good player, very good fullback. For me, Benfica's best strategy to win is accurate balls into the box and Gonzalo Ramos, getting him on the end of as much as you can. Just get on the end of stuff. Like, he's been anonymous the past few games. That's because center backs are just they got his number at the moment. They it's just disappointing, bro. It really is, because Gonzalo's been having a good season. And the thing is, I'm telling you right now, it's same thing. I said I can't even talk. I said the same thing about Darwin Nunes. Like, he should have stayed an extra year at Benfica, just to polish his game up and have another very, very good season for me. Maybe in terms of a value perspective, it wouldn't have gone too much more up, but it's just something out there. For me, for his development, it would have been beneficial probably. But it is what it is. Already happened. He went to Liverpool, whatever. But I would say the same thing about Gonzalo Ramos. Like, he needs to stay another season. Because the hype that he's getting is deserved, but he's not the final product yet. He's not the final product for me. Still needs to develop and polish up his game a bit more, and I'd like to see that at Benfica for another season, personally. So, but yeah, so I don't know, man. But let's see. Meshin, on the UEFA Gaming Hub predictor, I've gone for a 1-1. Benfica scoring first and Onana getting man of the match. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm going 1-0. I don't see us scoring. I think in that Inter back three, as much as the only standout individual in that back three, the only standout individual, the one that is a very high caliber player, is Alessandro Bastoni. But Darmian and Echebi are, as a unit, along with Bastoni, are a good unit in this circumstance. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think we're fucked, if I'm honest here. But it is what it is. I don't know. But yeah, we've got about 5 minutes till kickoff. People, let me know any thoughts you have on the game, questions for me, and whatnot. They actually got. Oh, I forgot that I love doing these. Hold up. Okay. Some Google Insights. I love these things. Anyways, courtesy of their 2-0 win in Portugal in the first leg, Internazionale remain unbeaten in all 4 meetings with Benfica, 3 wins and a draw, keeping a clean sheet in 3 of those 4 matches. In 3 of those matches. Benfica have already won away to Italian opposition in the UEFA Champions League this season, beating Juventus 2-1 during the group stages when we were playing really, really well. They were winless in 6 such games prior to that match, with 1 draw and 5 losses. Their previous away win to an Italian side came against Fiorentina in the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in March of 1997. Internazionale have hosted Benfica once previously, beating them 4-3 in a UEFA Cup last 16 matchup in March of 2004. The game featured 2 braces, one from Inter's Obafemi Martins, shout out to him, former Newcastle, and another from Benfica's Nuno Gomes. Benfica lost the first leg of a 2-legged European Cup Champions League tie by 2+ goals for the 9th time. Only once previously have they progressed from such a position, eliminating FC Nürnberg at the quarterfinal stage in 61-62, despite losing the first leg 3-1. They then went on to win the second leg 6-0. Unbelievable. Internazionale won the first leg of a 2-legged European Cup UEFA Champions League tie by 2+ goals for the 9th time in this. For the 9th time in this tie's reverse fixture, they had never been eliminated from such a position. So the lowdown on this is Benfica have done this once before in terms of eliminating a side in a European competition. They've done it once before from 2+ goals down in the going into the second leg, and that was in fucking 1963 or whatever it was to fucking Nürnberg. So that doesn't really bode well, and it also doesn't bode well that Internazionale have never choked this kind of deficit before, so I'm not really expecting much. If we were still in good form and that game was just a blip, I could see a world where this is possible, right? But not for me. These guys are just the form is completely just fallen off a cliff. So I'm not. I don't think we got it in the tank. I'm sorry. But yeah, Albert, I would love. What was it? Albert, like Albert says, I'd love some drama too. Drama going in favor of Benfica, absolutely. Hey, what's up, Jaminho? Thanks for tuning in, my guy. Shout out, bro. Shout out. Random fact of the day, Brentford's bottom half finish last season in the Premier League was the first bottom half finish in any league since the League 2 days, which is probably like, I don't know, maybe a decade ago, maybe even a little longer. That's crazy. So they're basically almost always before this season, or before last season, which they were fine in. They didn't have to worry about relegation. Literally day dot. They didn't have to worry about no relegation at all. So yeah, man. Yeah, here we go, people. Here we go. It's Otamendi and Brozovic, the captains for both respective sides, are greeting the refs and whatnot and doing all that kind of bullshit. I'll always have a random fact for you. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Shout out you, Jaminho, my guy. Shout out. Oh, and yeah, the fact that Inter are unbeaten against us is the other thing that's not going in our favor. we're not very good away in Italy either, besides beating a shitty Juve team a few months ago, but that was when we were in form. So, I don't know, man. Go for it, Albert. Shoot me. Shoot me the best shot. We have kicked off to San Siro. Between Benfica and Internazionale Milano. Here we go, people. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. Juve are draws. Antonio Silva. Some quick little zippy play here in the early stages of the first half, first 30 seconds. Gilberto trying to make an impression. So this 3-2-4-1 that Man City are going with lately is wild, man. That's wild. And he has 4 center backs out there. Damn. Fair enough. Odysseus. Mendy, Grimaldo. Go on, Grimaldo. Go, buddy. Oh, what the fuck was that turnover? Come on. Arsenis. Rafa Silva. Good play here. Benfica could be on the break. Okay, come on. João Mario. Nice move around him. Around Mkhitaryan. Gilberto. João Mario. Into the box, back to Gilberto. Brazilian fullback in for the starter usually, and that'll be a corner. Like I said, the starter Alexander Bach, who's in. One of the other times Benfica lost to Inter was in the final of the European Cup in the 1960s. Yep, in that final, Inter had one of the greatest Peruvian center backs. Only passed away maybe 2-3 years ago, and it was obviously Eusebio's Benfica. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense then. Here's a corner in. That's a really soft foul to give, but whatever. Yep, I hope Bayern win too, Seb, but guess what? They're not. Because we're sack of shit. We're literally one of the fucking, out-of-form teams in Europe. Draw, loss, win, draw. Fuck me, loss. It's terrible. Anyways, good Stevening, absolutely. Better be a good Stevening. Grimaldo, back to Odysseus. Alright, just kick it out. Yeah, Isak got player of the month. Yes, he did. Foul there on looks like Inter. Oh, is that a little head-to-head? Ugh. Ouch. Oh, there's Manny. There we go. Hey, Manny. What's going on, bud? How's it going?
Stevie Wonder, good to see you. And listen, look, it normally happens whenever I come on StreamYard, there's a notification which comes to me that says I can't access my microphone or my camera. I have to wait for a bit. But I normally just have to wait for no more than 30 seconds. It resolves, and I'm on. And I do apologize for being a little bit late.
No
I had to have a shower.
Yeah.
When you... 2 words, leg day.
Like that.
Yeah. So obviously, when you work up that big funk, I wasn't going to come over there, come online looking like roadkill, as you would say. Yeah, leg days are the worst. Give me chest day or even a decent back day. I hate leg day. And for cardio, I'm also very, very picky. I despise the treadmill. But I was watching your the first part of your video before sending that link, and apparently you said you weren't confident of Benfica getting a result, and you're just doing this to enjoy what will be Benfica's final 90 or even 120 minutes in the Champions League plus penalty. Obviously about a minute or so ahead of you, because that corner you were talking about, I saw that about a minute ago.
Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, I don't have any hope. Hell no. we lost to a 10th place Portuguese side called Chaves 1-0. That we lost to Inter in the reverse leg, and then lost to Porto before that. So we're in terrible form. They're in good form in the UCL, so not for me. And also, Inter have never lost to Benfica in the UEFA competition. Oh, here's Rafa Silva though. Foul? What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, given the start that Benfica have had, you just can't be too sure, because the beauty of the Champions League is that it never will be over until it's over. Last year's.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, last year's semi-final, of course, between Real Madrid and Manchester City, which I think will be repeated this year, was a perfect example. Manchester City had, beaten Real Madrid, if you remember, at the Etihad Stadium to the tune of 4-3, I think. And
yeah, great game, wonderful game, honestly.
Yeah, and then, of course, City were 1-0 up at the Bernabeu and dreaming of another final. But then Rodrigo said, "Not tonight, muchachos." And then Karim Benzema came and broke everyone's hearts. But I'll tell you what, had the away goals rule still been in vogue, I believe that Real would actually have gone through by virtue of the goals they scored at the Etihad. And I suppose there is a method to the idea of scrapping that away goals rule, because obviously it would have led to, in the minds of people, it would have led to some very negative football. But I'll tell you what, the away goals rule has also, in a paradox, been responsible for some of the most amazing European ties in history.
Oh, yeah.
And to take away the away goals rule would sort of take away the chances of those games being repeated. But this is one of the reasons why I don't like decisions which are so business-like that they take the romance away from the sport. What do you think about that?
I like the away goals, but I can live without it, I guess. I don't know. You're right. There is some real added drama, I guess, a different element in terms of the away goals. I enjoyed it for sure. And it'll probably come back around another 50 years when they have to change it, or maybe even 25. Who knows? Maybe they want to change it next year. So, I've never really been split either way. But I think when that rule was made in the 50s, it was to encourage attacking from away sides, because it was obviously very difficult too. But nowadays, with all the pristine pitches and stuff like that, it probably easier. Albeit you still have the hostile atmospheres whenever you go to certain away grounds. So I don't know, man. I've kind of neutral on it, I guess. Take it or leave it, sort of thing. But
it
wouldn't even help me today.
Yeah, and to answer your question, Albert, I'm actually an Arsenal fan, and my lot have to play Machala's lot later on in the Premiership, so that's going to be a real crunch game with the Magpies flying high, as it were. Aston Villa did ground you for a bit, but it's how you rise again that counts, eh?
Oh, they destroyed us. They Unai Emery is just one of those managers that everything he touches turns to gold. It seems like, except Arsenal. But seriously, he's a very, very good manager. He doesn't just have one plan and then no plan B. He's a good game manager. He sets up his sides to be comfortable in every phase of the game. So he recruits very well. pretty much wherever he goes. So as to Villa on the up, it seems.
Yeah, there has been some talk. Yeah, I mean, there has been some talk. I found this on Twitter. I mean, obviously, Twitter is not necessarily the best source of football news, but apparently Emery's been making some inquiries about getting Denzel Dumfries from Inter to come over to Villa to provide competition for Matty Cash. And it makes some sense because Ashley Young, still a more than decent player, but obviously age is not his best friend. And he might be obviously looking to have a transition to retirement and also taking up his coaching badges. So getting a good right back would be good. Kyle Walker is also an option. I like Denzel Dumfries. I mean, that World Cup showed him and Daley Blind at his best. And because they were able to bomb down the flanks so frequently, Louis van Gaal was able to play the three centre-backs, Aki, Van Dijk, and I think it was De Ligt in the first match, but then it was Timber from then onwards. So Dumfries would be a really good purchase for any team. And I'm really surprised that, given our struggles at right back, we haven't gone in for him because he would be everything that Arteta would want, someone who could definitely support Bukayo Saka. And I also want to say this right now: if I never see this stupid inverted full-back crap at Arsenal again, it will be too soon.
Right.
So I know people are going to say, well, the risks are worth the reward because you score so much more goals than you concede and you're playing some of the most sexy, seductive football we've ever seen. But here's the thing, cool your jets. Against better teams whose managers are more tactically on the pulse, that formation gets broken. And then what do we do?
No, exactly. For me, it's in certain games it works. But in other games, when you come up against top level managers, even Unai Emery included, he can expose that weakness. So, and the fact that Arteta tried to use Tierney as an inverted play, it's just like, bro, just keep it simple. Oh, Bayern nearly scored just wide though. That cross, almost Choupo-Moting.
I'd love to see Bayern knock Manchester City out, but I really don't think that'll happen. And of course, it is the return of Josep Guardiola to the Allianz Arena, where he coached for a few years.
Yeah. I don't think Bayern will. I don't see it either, bro. To be honest, I do see Real Madrid knocking Man City out, though. I do see that.
And then, of course, if that happens, it could very well be a Real Madrid AC Milan final. Oh. Ancelotti against his former Chargers. Oh boy, is that going to be a must-see.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, which game do you think, if let's say Inter gets through and Man City gets through, what do you think will be the more popular game worldwide on TV in terms of ratings? Inter AC Milan or Man City Real Madrid? I actually tend to think it's the Milan derby.
Yeah, it could very well be, and I'm not going to give you any spoilers as to what will happen, but it could very well be that the Milan derby does get its fair share of viewers, but the problem is we haven't seen a Milan derby in the Champions League or in Europe for so long that I don't know if people are going to, 20 years, can you imagine? So I don't know if people are going to...
Oh, fuck. 1-0 Inter, there you go, that's tie over. Otamendi is just watching. He's watching Barella just finesse that past Odysseus. Tie over.
Oh, that's good. Otamendi, the number 30 on the night, right?
Yeah.
One of the luckiest people to win a World Cup, I tell you. He's getting on in age. He's earned his 100th cap. He should retire, seriously, and give another defender a chance.
He's been fantastic for us, but he made a stupid fucking error, excuse my French, on Saturday against Chavez, and now that. Antonio Silva, yeah. What a strike though, Barella. Oh my word. Yeah. Right in that top corner. My God.
Yeah. Lacodemos had no chance.
Where do you rank? Do you think Barella's a top 10 midfielder in the world?
He certainly looks someone in very good touch right now. I can't deny that. And to be honest, I haven't seen too much of Serie A to really judge, but certainly from the way he's playing tonight, he does look to be good quality. And you know, I'm looking at a lot of Inter's players to have a pretty decent game tonight. Lukaku definitely has to come off the bench. And I'm also really happy for Andre Onana, who seems to be enjoying life at Inter after that whole kerfluffle with the Cameroon team. And I think it could very well be that Onana decides to retire from international duty and concentrate on club football rather than having to go through that ridiculous nonsense again. Let Davis Apassi or whoever it is earn a few more caps and play for the nation. Onana will continue to play and enjoy himself. And his fans will continue to sing, "Onana, what a save! Onana, what a save!"
Oh, I like that. Onana, what a save. I like. No! Odesias, careful! Oh my god. Oh, we're getting smacked around tonight. Oh my god.
If I were you, I'd actually switch this to a Bayern City watch along, but I know that you're still a passionate fan of Benfica. I understand. It comes with the territory.
Manny, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Bayern are down 3-0 at Benfica. Pick your poison.
No, you mean Bayern and now Inter?
Yeah, sorry, but Inter are up 3-0 now on aggregate, and that's tie over. Especially because Inter can just control this game. There's Onana, Matteo Darmian, Onana.
Hey, what's the time on your clock, by the way? Because I've just ticked on to 17 minutes.
16, 29, 30. 16:30. So I'm like 42 seconds back.
No, you are about 35 seconds behind me.
Okay.
Are you streaming it or watching it on Peacock, perhaps?
Paramount Plus. So yeah, streaming.
Oh, you can't afford the.
Looks great. What?
So you can't afford the NBC Sports Peacock service over in the States, can you?
Oh, I have both. I definitely have both. Paramount Plus has the TV rights in the States for Champions League. And the Premier League is Peacock exclusively. So I have to get both. It's separate,
same thing over here for me. I've got for me it's Star Sports for exclusive Premier League content, but if it's Champions League, international football, FA Cup, it's the Sony network here. Although there's a new channel called Sports 18, which showed coverage of the World Cup and did a really fantastic job. They had some really decent pundits as well, the likes of Sol Campbell, Robert Perez, Gilberto Silva, Luis Figo, Wayne Rooney, and even Igor Stimac, who, of course, was a member of the Croatian team, which reached the semi-finals of the World Cup and finished in 1998. Yep, under the late Branislav Miroslav Blažević, I should say, may he rest in peace. And now, of course, Stimac is the coach of the Indian football team, so obviously they had to get him on. But that coverage was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's just that sometimes the worst part about watching sports over here in India is that cricket tends to take more of the
dominates.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, you've got other channels on the network that can be used for cricket. Why do you have to go on the Star Sports Select channels as well and deprive me of a viewing pleasure? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
At least I can rest easy this Friday knowing that because it's a Friday night game, kickoff will be at midnight my time. Yeah. So I don't have to contend with any of this stupid cricket nonsense. I really despise this franchise tournament that's currently being played in India. I mean, I can't say despise it. I just don't really follow it that much. You know
is it T90?
T20.
T20.
So, yeah. So I don't want to waste time explaining the rules of the game. That's for another stream, another day.
I've heard India is like super corrupt when it comes to their cricket federation or whatever.
Yeah, it's the Board for Control of Cricket in India. And yep, corruption, rolling in money. But look, you can say the same thing about a lot of other sports administrations around the world.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, I was just saying. I just heard India has like a really bad problem with it in particular. But you're right. It's
and I'll tell you what, I have to count my blessings because obviously, given the situation back in the UK, where people have to, I mean, apparently Sky and BT.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Because even in the UK, having Sky and BT aren't enough. Apparently, for certain select games, you might have to get your hands on Amazon Prime, just like you have Paramount Plus. So I'm happy that I'm able to watch as much as I possibly can, even if my viewing, for the most part, can be sometimes cricket dominated. It is what it is. You learn to live with it. And that's the way.
Yeah,
it's the way the biscuit crumbles. What you call cookies, we call biscuits, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
And then what you call biscuits is something else altogether. It's I'm racking my brains to think of what we could possibly call that. Maybe they could be scones or something. I'm not too sure.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. Here's Brozovic, Bastoni, DiMarco, Brozovic again, Acerbi, Brozovic. Inter just ticking along real nice. Good turnover though. Go Arsenal. Oh my God! Can you get out of his way? Jesus Christ! Here's Barella. Dumfries interception though. Arsenis. Inter just looks so much sharper, man. Looks so much
what do you expect?
So much more sharp. Holland on goal. Upamecano. Straight red Upamecano. Tie over.
Oh boy.
Holland. Oh no, offside. Wait. Ooh, he's a lucky boy. Upamecano is very lucky. I think offside. Wow.
He's a risk, I tell you. He's an absolute risk. And it looks as though Tuchel's also been booked for his sins of remonstrating with the referee. I mean, if I were him...
overrated. I'm so sick of him, of Tuchel. I'm so sick of him. Honest to God.
Hey, you want to talk overrated? You want to talk about overrated? Look no further than Bobby Martinez.
Oh my God, that guy fails upward every single time. Come on, Gonzalo Ramos. Oh, very good defending the DiMarco.
A player who, of course, is being managed by Martinez at national level.
Yeah, Portugal.
Nice segue.
Good interplay here, Benfica. No foul. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Yeah, looks like Upamecano got away with it because it was offside. He is so lucky.
Yep. Whenever there's
that would have been.
Yep. Whenever. Yeah, Upamecano really has a lot of mistakes in him, and how Deschamps rates him as a defender ahead of other defenders in the France national team will really puzzle me. I might be biased because I'm a little bit cheesed off that Willy Saliba didn't get too many minutes in the tournament.
Yeah.
I think that probably explains why he was a little bit disillusioned and then ended up coming back not performing too well. And Gabriel had to, sort of pick up his slack.
Go. Go on. Nice play here, Benfica. It doesn't really matter because we're going to give the ball away over in a few seconds. I know it. Rafa Silva. Doesn't give it away yet. Rafa Silva still. Martino Luis. There's the turnover. Yeah. There you go, guys. Just throw it away like that. Wonderful. Inter on the break now. Mkhitaryan and DiMarco. Good delivery. Corner. Inter.
If I tell you what, if your sarcasm wasn't so saddening, it would be funny.
I'll take current Samuel Umtiti, who's at Lecce, by the way, over Upamecano. But Makano's a good center
Umtiti was a
back,
good
but
defender.
He really needs to just like chill out. He needs to chill out. It's like he just. You could tell when his head's gone. You could tell it, and then he just it's ridiculous what it is.
I thought that Umtiti had retired by now. I'm really shocked to find out that he's still playing.
Yeah, he's playing at US Lecce Serie A. So doing all right. I mean they're like 16, but his Lecce just survived. That's the deal. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unlike Upamecano, he'll always be a world champion. But Upamecano should have another World Cup in him. I don't know.
He just needs to. He needs someone. He needs someone like an Ancelotti. Just put his arm around him and just be like, "Son, just chill out." You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And if you're surrounded. Like De Ligt is not like a senior figure. Musiala, Coman.
This Bayern team are really missing Manuel Neuer's leadership. Joshua Kimmich is trying his best, but it is proving to be a bit difficult.
Yep, and it also sucks when Bayern haven't had a Thiago replacement since he left. Also, because Kimmich, I like him more as an 8, not a CDM. I for me, you get the best Kimmich in that 8, or even as a right back. It shows more of his qualities. Yeah. But yeah, we haven't adequately replaced Thiago. Holding midfielder.
Oh, for Pete's sake! Bayern had a wonderful chance there. Nathan Ake overstepped himself and slipped and fell on his ass. And all the time in the world to lay a proper shot. Excellent work by Kingsley Coman to make it happen. And then the Bayern number 8, I don't know who that is, just blazed it over.
Goretzka.
This isn't American football, son. It's association football.
Well, Kingsley Coman. Oh, I'm about to see it, I think. Oh, my. Goretzka!
Oh, yeah.
What the?
Leon Goretzka. Thank you very much indeed.
God almighty.
Of course, Inter can also bring Lukaku off the bench to score a late goal if they want some comfort, but 3-0 up on aggregate, I don't think they need to.
Oh yeah, we aren't scoring any goals. We're completely. All this build-up play looks, really really nice, but these stupid giveaways, especially from Grimaldo, whose form has dropped like a stone lately. Another one, great. It's just too easy.
Come on, keep the faith, Machala. You never know what will happen.
Faith. There's no. There's no faith, Randy. Oh no. There's no faith.
I saw the goal scorer was kissing his tattoo on his left tricep. I wonder what that was all about.
Oh, we actually forced a turnover. João Mario? Foul. Thank you. Yellow, maybe? No? All right, whatever. Nice one, João Mario. Ooh, yeah, Mkhitaryan there. Jesus. Why do you think Mkhitaryan failed at Arsenal, by the way?
I wouldn't necessarily say he failed. I mean, he certainly tried, but he was never quite going to be. Maybe the expectations were too high following his stint at Manchester United, where he won silverware. He was also a part of our team, which went to the Europa League final, although he wasn't there in the final eventually. And
he's Armenian.
He wasn't playing in the final.
Yeah. So do you think he was okay then at Arsenal, Mkhitaryan?
He was decent. He was decent without being spectacular, and I think obviously with everything that was going on, it was good that he got away from the club. And I'm happy that he has a new lease of life at Inter. 95 caps for his nation. Should have 100, but I guess maybe he doesn't want to play for them anymore, but we'll see. But half an hour gone.
Yeah, half an hour gone. It's 1-0 to Inter over Benfica. No surprise, really. And Bayern, 0-0 between them and Man City. Bayern could have had 3 by now, but they've spoiled all their chances. Rotten. By the way, Albert,
well, aren't you watching the game?
I agree. I'm watching both games, yeah.
But listen, why didn't you see the Benfica free kick?
I'm about to. Oh, no, great save on Gumal. Oh, no.
And now we can start singing. Oh, Nana, what a save. Oh, Nana, what a save. Oh, Nana, what a save. What a save. What a save. Sorry about that, Steve. You know I had to.
Here come Inter on the break. Federico Di Marco with some rapid pace. Di Marco! Good header out. Barella. Clear it! No, not the... probably a corner. No, goal kick for Benfica.
How fluent are you in Portuguese, by the way?
Not at all. I don't speak Portuguese. I can pronounce some of the names and maybe the cities and towns in Portugal, but not fluent whatsoever. Same thing with French, German. The only language I fluently speak is English. Pronunciation I try to get almost everywhere, but not fluent. Why did I fool you into believing?
No, I mean, like, obviously, given your, ties with several clubs and your mixed ancestry, I thought maybe you would have a little bit of fluency in at least one other language. Me, I mean, I'm sort of basically from birth. I'm
languages, yeah. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, like me from birth, I obviously English is my main language, which was what I spoke at home. My mother tongue, which is normally the language my parents speak, is a South Indian language called Tamil. I also speak Hindi, which is India's national language, and also another Indian language, semi-fluently. But I was learning French when I was much younger, but I stopped. But I really need to get back to doing that. One language I really...
Sorry, go on.
No. Keep watching. Yeah. Lautaro Martinez. One player for Argentina who really flattered to deceive. I know you might not rate Paulo Dybala very much, but he definitely was one player who should have played ahead of Lautaro, in my opinion.
Oh, no, I like Dybala. He just gets injured way too much. There's no point. He's had 4 injuries already for Roma this year. That's taken them out of nearly half of their games. What's the point? Unfortunately.
Yeah, maybe he needs to go back to Argentina and play more regularly. I mean, because here's the thing. A guy like him should really, with his skills, be the successor to Lionel Messi in the Argentinian team for the way he's able to, for the vision that he has. And he certainly played his part in Argentina's win. But it's just a pity that Scaloni ended up wanting to see Lautaro Martinez as a striker up front, and thankfully, with Julian Alvarez coming into form, he disposed of that idea. But
Dybala
anyway, obviously, I'm really
languages. Go on.
No. Go ahead. You want to say something about Dybala?
Oh, save Villanana. I was going to say about Dybala, back in like 2015-16, I noticed Adidas were marketing him a lot alongside Messi. He was supposed to, you're right, about the whole heir to Messi's throne sort of thing. Maybe that hasn't done him any good. I don't know, but you are right. He certainly is. He's a very good, very, very good player, but injuries. But
he's got the talent, he's got the technique, he's got the vision. And listen, I just think that he might need to change clubs and sort of have a consistent run of football where he really proves himself, and then maybe he can get back into Scaloni's good books. of course,
Yeah.
he came on as a substitute for the Franchi Trophy match, which Argentina played against Italy, and scored the third Argentinian goal deep into stoppage time past Donnarumma. And so when he's on form, he's also really beautiful to watch. But I mean, once he gets back into some semblance of form and avoids the injuries, I think Scaloni can't, ignore him. Because Lautaro Martinez, again, like the girl who had a little, like the girl who had a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. When he's good, he's really, really good. But when he's bad, he's horrid.
Yeah.
And the number of glaring misses he had in Qatar. When you see those near misses again, you will cry.
He did. He had about 3 or 4 against Monza on Saturday, and they lost 1-0. So yeah, it happens. Happens quite often.
El Scalonetta, are you watching? Are you watching? Seriously. But listen, I'll tell you what. For all your doomsday talk, I think Benfica have actually managed to hold their own quite well. If they get a goal, or maybe even 2, who knows? The cat might very well be among the pigeons.
The only thing I'll say to that is this is Inter, and they used to be they're forever known as Pazza Inter, crazy Inter, because crazy things just seem to happen. Whether it goes for Inter or against, so that's the only thing I'll say about that. Basically, it's a Spursy, but it's either a good thing or a bad thing. It's just crazy. That's what Pazza Inter is. So that's the only hope we have. If Pazza Inter kicks in. Chelsea OG Nas, my guy, big up to you, brother. Inter winning the UCL will be mad. Right here, right now, I don't have Inter winning it. I have AC Milan. That's my winner of the UCL. That's what I'm going with.
I don't agree. I mean, look, really? I'll tell you what. They actually...
Really?
Yeah, but wait a minute. Just keep watching. I still think when you take a look at the semi-final against Napoli, Napoli did have them under the cosh for quite a bit. And, of course... they very nearly took the match to extra time. It was that Manion's penalty save which proved to be the difference. But ooh. But keep watching. You're going to like this, son.
Cross it. Yeah! Got something back. Let's go. Nice one. Arsonist, the Norwegian, pulls one back at least. 1-1.
I told you. And just wait. You're going to see the team.
The words Pazza Inter. And something happens. There we go.
Well, keep saying it. Pazza Inter. Pazza Inter. Pazza Inter. Pazza Inter.
What were you saying?
Yeah. What's the matter with you, Inter? Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that now you're not flying solo tonight, and I'm really glad that I definitely don't want you to be flying so low you'd be on the road.
Yeah. Oh, Man City should have probably scored there. Anyways, what were you saying about what were we talking about? What were we talking about for that goal? Is my memory that crap?
Well, it looks as though.
That's what it is. Yes.
And some news for you is that City have just gotten the penalty, and it's you know who's about to take it. Sorry for the spoiler alert, but I don't know if you'll be flicking back again.
Upamecano again. He tried to get out the way, but fuck me. That guy is not Bayern level. I'm sorry. He's just not.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look, we've had our share of crap defenders too. Well, I do remember Sommer being magnificent in the European Championships, saving Kylian Mbappe's penalty, doing what Emi Martinez couldn't do. Let's see if he can save Erling Haaland's penalty and keep his club in the tie.
This will be his 48th goal of all competitions for Haaland if he gets this, by the way. Utter nonsense how he's got that many. I mean, cheat code.
I swear, he's part man, part horse.
Yeah.
Woo!
Don't tell me which game you're reacting to. I don't know which one. Because Benfica are in Inter's zone, so maybe, I don't know. Arsenal. Go on. Wow! Oh, shoot! 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 Oh, no, Arsenal. What a save there from, what the hell is his name?
You know who.
Summer. Jesus, I had a complete. Lautaro.
That wasn't a save. He passed it
really?
over. Summer didn't have a chance.
I thought it hit his leg. I thought it hit his leg for some reason.
No.
Huh.
I'm pretty.
Wow.
It went well over, and I think because here's the thing: Sommer actually dived, and it was at high and center. He would have had no chance to save it, but it went so far over. Could that be the thing which gives Bayern the confidence to get back into the tie?
I was just about to say that. That could be absolutely massive. And you know what? If it's going to happen to anyone, it's going to be Man City. Okay, Tuchel, you need to fix that up. Why the fucking hell is Upamecano the one chasing when you had an incident 20 minutes ago where he got red carded? And the only thing that saved that idiot from getting sent off was it being offside. Why? This is why this guy just doesn't.
Will you calm down, Machala? I'm pretty sure that he'll make the change. We're going to have to take a look at the Bayern bench and see who he's got who could possibly come on for him anyway.
Sane. Pick someone from the crowd who's fast. I don't really care. I'm so done at this point.
I take it you're also going for Bayern to try and pull the chestnuts out of the fire, or you just despise Manchester City?
Yeah, I like Bayern. Go on. Gilberto, Florentino Luis, Rafa Silva. Quick play here again from Benfica, Grimaldo. Why didn't you hit Rafa Silva? Jesus Christ. Rafa Silva. Florentino. Arsenis. Grimaldo. Back heel. Arsenis. Grimaldo again. Come on. Hey, what's up,
maybe someone like the Croatian Stanisic could come on for Bayern. Because
not a center
he seems to have a lot of
right back.
He seems to have a lot of fullbacks in the squad. Alphonso Davies, the Canadian, Daley Blind, the Dutchman, Mazraoui, the Moroccan.
I would put Daley Blind at center back. That's what I would do. Or Pavard at right center back, but there's no one to put it at right back, so he has to play right back. I would be playing Stanisic right back, and then I'd be doing Pavard right center back because Pavard as a right back is crap.
No, but wait a minute. Mazraoui, despite playing left back, happens to be right-footed, so we could bring Mazraoui on and then put Pavard in the middle.
Mazraoui barely plays for Bayern. I don't even know why we signed the guy. I like him, but he just never gets a chance for some reason. Oh, wow. Ensmed TV. In the cut, what's going on, bro? I'm only 4 away from 200. There we go. Yeah, hit the sub button if you haven't already, people. apparently only 4 away from 200. That's not bad. Rafa Silva, go! We get a corner out of that? No, doesn't look like it. Jack Grealish.
Jackie. Another enigma. A little bit like Kevin Keegan. He wears the number 7 shirt for England, but comes on as more of a substitute. But I'll tell you what, when he's on form, this boy is special.
Who?
Jackie Grealish.
Grealish, yeah. He's a good player. It does. It really seems like it takes a year for players to acclimatize to Guardiola's system and stuff. It really does seem.
Yeah,
like
that's one of the problems.
Ake struggled in his first year. Grealish, Haaland's the exception, but he's the exception to almost everything.
I mean, look, if you're a number 9. There's no formation where your number 9 is going to be asked to play as a left wing back, unless, of course, your name is Mikel Arteta Amatram. Did you know that I share a birthday with that bugger?
With Arteta?
Yep, he and I were born on the same day, 26th of March. He's a year younger than me.
Only a year? Okay.
Yep.
De Ligt, Upamecano, Arsenis, Acerbi kicks out. About a minute left. Less than a minute, actually. Who's been halftime, actually? Who's been your standouts from Inter Benfica so far?
Certainly, Barella has looked good.
Yeah.
Certainly, Barella has looked good. But obviously, when it comes to Benfica, what's his name? Arsenis. I think he was the one who scored the goal. He's been one of those the one player from Benfica who's looked like trying to make something happen, and everyone's sort of been willing to follow him.
Yeah. Yeah, and he'll do a bit of everything. He's not afraid to track back. Not afraid to put it, get stuck in. He's a guy that very useful. You could put him in a midfield pivot, off the left, off the right. He's just a hardworking, decent technical player. Fits at Benfica as a squad player easily. So yeah, I've always liked Arsenis, but yeah, he's been pretty good. I think Rafa Silva in some bursts has looked exciting. He's also another guy that's kind of trying to make something happen. Grimaldo is, ever since the goal's gone in, we've looked a little bit better, but we still need 2. I don't know if we have 2 in the tank, Manny. Do we? Do you think Benfica?
You just never know. You never ever know what will happen until you try to find something. And I'll tell you what.
Anderson yellow card, by the way.
Time wasting. Typical.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he doesn't play for Brazil as often. Alisson's just a more complete goalkeeper, you see.
Yeah. I do actually think Ederson in these 2 ties, though, so he's made about 5 or 6 pretty good saves. So I will say that when he has gotten tested, he's come up with the goods. But yeah, I would agree. Alisson for me is a little bit more complete. But none of them are on Mike Magnon's level right now for me. Neither of them.
Magnon's good. I mean, listen, it's a little bit too early, in my opinion, to say that he is the best goalkeeper in the world, because bear in mind, he's just coming back from an injury and obviously has to get his bearings right. I do like him. He is agile. He's probably not a very tall sort of bloke, so he does have to, he probably just does have to, what's the word? He does have to move around quite a lot, you see, but I mean, he is definitely good quality.
He's won a Liga
and
title
it's just
with
as well
Lille.
that
Yeah, go on.
And another one with AC Milan. So yeah, he is obviously France's new goalkeeper, and it's good that Lloris has retired because clearly,
Musiala! Come on! Yeah, Bayern are screwed. We ain't in it, bro. No chance. You can't score that. Nope. Forget it. No, go on. What were you saying?
yeah. So it's just as good that Lloris has retired because obviously he was getting on a little bit and is, although he's still a good shot stopper, he's not really the best when it comes to dealing with high balls and crosses, which is a must these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, who's for you then the best goalkeeper in the world at this moment then?
You know who it is, Machala.
Oh, yeah.
Former Arsenal goalkeeper who's now playing for Aston Villa. And listen, it's not a lot of...
Yeah.
Like, see, everything particularly about his game, I'm always a fan of goalkeepers who don't need to resort to making camera saves, but do the simple things really well. That was what made David Seaman such a fine goalkeeper for club and country. He never had, I mean, he was always capable of pulling off the camera saves, but he knew how to cover his angles well. And obviously, he was the type of person who never sweated the small things. With Ramsdale's problem, and I know that a lot of Arsenal fans are going to try and come at me the way. I mean, obviously, there are several people who absolutely adore the fella, and I completely understand why. But, you know, he's the type of person who can make a camera save one moment, but then look like an utter idiot when it comes to doing something so simple the next day. And I don't like inconsistency with a goalkeeper. I also think he's got a lot of technical issues that he has to overcome with regard to his, his positioning or what have you.
Yeah.
And he clearly needs to do a lot of work with his goalkeeping coaches on that regard. The West Ham goal that he conceded clearly could have been avoided, and I could even go further into specifics on that, but I don't want to waste too much time.
Really?
In short, I like my goalkeepers to be solid and only spectacular when they need to be. If they can be spectacular, good for them. And of course, it's very easy to do it every week and have people, praise you to the skies saying what a world-class keeper he is. But you know what? To be world-class, you've also got to be willing to do it in crunch moments as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Ramsdale has yet to...
That's what Mike Maignan has, to be fair. And Emi Martinez, too.
Yep. So I am interested to see how well Maignan does with both the Les Bleus and also with AC Milan coming up. But I mean, I remember seeing a match against Ireland when France played them in Dublin, and near the end, Ireland had an opportunity to snatch what would have been a magnificent draw, but two big saves from the AC Milan keeper put paid to that. And
he has a habit of doing that, Maignan. Makes a lot of big saves at the end. I mean, I don't remember, Manny, when they, in the previous round when Milan played Spurs, Harry Kane had that chance, like the 91st minute or something. It was a downward header. Maignan made a wonderful, wonderful reaction save, and that kept it at 1-0 AC Milan on aggregate. So that's the thing that for me, Maignan, he's done it on so many occasions. And I just think right now, he's probably the informed keeper in the world in terms of what he's doing. But I wouldn't disagree. I mean, Martinez definitely up there. Yeah, I know. I know Egal. I know. Big up Egal talks football comments. Let's have you around Egal.
Egal talks football.
Yes. Yeah. Interwin.
Oh yeah, Egal. Now I know.
Yeah. What were you saying, Manny?
But so I mean, obviously, when it comes to form, Maignan's terrific at the moment, and I definitely would like to see him continue that form now that he's back from injury. So, I mean, obviously, the future is bright when it comes to certainly him, and he definitely I mean, I can't really say too much at this point. I'm just looking forward to the rest of the action tonight, really.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
But I mean, 45 minutes, obviously you would think that the time would be over, but, champion teams never lie down and say goodbye. And it's very interesting to see. I remember you saying that you thought Tuchel was overrated. There are a lot of people who seem to think that he is still a decent coach, and I still would love him to come to Arsenal if and when Arteta does get the sack. But
if and when, what do you mean when? There's no way they're sacking him.
I said if and when because you never know what can happen. Strange things can happen. Because let's say next season we flop in the Champions League, and people start to realize that the football that's being played is of such poor quality that they don't really want to stick around and watch that. It's how Arsenal got rid of Wenger, and it could very well be how the club decides to get rid of Arteta if things really go pear-shaped. I'm not going to hope for that to happen. I really do like the way the team is playing. I really do like to see the progress of the team, but sometimes if things don't go too well, we've also got to be honest with ourselves and say, you know what, there has to be a better way.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I mean, that's what these big boy clubs are all about, big standards. That's what makes them big. That's what makes them big.
You bet.
Otherwise, you could just go support Bromley or something, if you want to be small time.
You bet your Bovril.
Yeah. But,
just for the record, I don't know if you... when I said Bovril, it's actually a very famous warm drink, which is quite popular in the UK. I believe it's sort of a very meaty sort of soup, if you will.
Interesting. Okay. I never heard of it. I only eat pizza, tacos, bagels. That's about it. So I'm not. I keep my food and drink simple. But
oh, by the way, now I've been meaning to ask you. You're originally from Chicago, so I'm sure it'll probably be deep dish over thin crust. Yeah.
Yeah. Every single time. You ever been to Chicago?
When I was living. Nope. Obviously, when I was living in Tampa, in Florida, I used to frequent this place called Eddie and Sam's, which had some terrific New York style pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know where you can get Chicago deep dish over in Florida. Maybe I'd have to, really do my research. But obviously with the thin crust,
you're getting me hungry.
Hey, listen. Look, it's your afternoon, it is your afternoon right now. So listen, I mean, after this, just go and order a pizza. Simple as that.
I'm ordering it right now, and I'm picking it up 15 minutes after my stream's done. I love pizza. Anyways, continue. Absolutely.
Oh man, I'm just seeing that chance now from. It was the number 10 from Bayern. Oh yeah, that was Sané. Leroy Sané.
Yeah. Who's finally starting to get a little bit of form.
Yeah, listen, I really, really would love to see if Bayern can recover and finally get it together in the second half. Because listen, this is why we love the Champions League. There's always room for a big comeback. And listen, this sort of segues back into the discussion that we had on the away goals rule. If it weren't for the away goals rule, I'm sure some Tottenham fans in the chat would agree with me, you wouldn't have had that amazing finish to the Spurs-Ajax semi-final where the Dutch hearts were broken. And, of course, it was a certain Erik ten Hag who was the Ajax coach that day.
Yeah. Then again, though, if you're Ajax, how the hell do you blow that? Because they went away to Spurs, right, and beat them 2-0 in the first leg. then went up 1-0, and then they lose 3-1. It's like, what? How does this? It doesn't make any sense. That was crazy.
Inexperience, my dear boy. Inexperience happens to all of us.
And again, how many of those players were playing Champions League football all the time in knockout rounds and stuff like that? For Tottenham,
that's what I said, son.
Both of those teams were inexperienced, though. That's what I was saying. But like both the teams were inexperienced, so you can't hold it against Ajax, right? Because both the teams didn't have experience, really.
Hey, listen. When I said inexperience, it wasn't a means of criticizing them. I mean, obviously, when it maybe not so much in the Champions League, but look, that Spurs team did have more than a few internationals playing for them.
Yeah. Okay. So you're talking experience, like age and stuff. Okay, fair enough. I thought you were talking about experience in Champions League. But fair enough, yeah. Fair enough. What else am I getting? What are your predictions for the second half? Do you think?
Ooh, it's hard to say.
Think Benfica will get back? Take this extra time?
Sadly, no. I think Benfica will probably get a goal to make the tie interesting and get some credibility back, as you said. But that's probably as good as it'll get for them. So
you got 2-1 Benfica.
Yeah,
2-1 Benfica,
Bayern,
which
I think
should be 3-2 aggregate Inter. Okay, Bayern, yeah.
Yep. And as for Bayern and City, I think Bayern will eventually score. I think City will probably fail to score. They might conserve their energy, knowing that the tie is as good as done. But again, some carelessness might, get the Germans back in, and this could also be a grandstand finish, 3-2 to the Germans, maybe. I mean, to City, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. I'll go with 2-1 Inter and 2-0 Man City. Because Bayern, they're just missing all these chances and stuff. It's just like it's ridiculous. But there is a change that Roger Schmidt is utilizing. It is David Neres for Gilberto. So I guess David Neres playing as a sort of right back, I guess. I don't know how else you can put it. Right back. Interesting. Yeah. I kind of rate that. I mean, we may as well just go for it. Who cares? But second half has started. People, make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Xander, my guy in the comments. What's going on, bro? Hope you're doing well, man. But second half has started. It's 1-1 between Internazionale and Benfica. So there you go. Second half. There we go. Here's Arsenis. DiMarco. Neres. Where were you poking that to? Jesus. Otamendi. Go on.
You look tired, son.
I gotta finish ordering my thing.
Ordering that thing. I see there's some Philly in you. Philadelphians pronounce that woulda.
Is Lautaro Martinez, the Argentinian, drives at the Benfica defense. Lautaro! Oh, it just goes over wide right just a little bit. Ugh. Careful, guys. Careful. No. Here's Odysseus. Oh, wow. Lautaro. Putting in some grinta. as the Italians call it.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Oh, Neres! Go! Go, 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 go! Neres! Driving at the into defense, David Neres! Oh, he squares it! DiMarco, the left wing back in a pretty much a central in a center back position, clears it though very nicely, and it'll be a corner for Benfica. Manny, your prediction might be right. Benfica might not actually be that far from getting back into this. Thanks for your good omen.
Yep. Just call me a good luck charm, son.
Manny.
That was why I asked you if you. That's why I asked you if you were flying solo.
Manny,
Oop,
you're
I
on
am?
mute. Or am I?
No, I'm not.
Hold up. Oh, never mind. That was me. That was me. Jesus. Sorry. What were you saying?
Dang. Yeah, I mean, like, I told you, I'm sort of, I'm a bit of a good luck charm, and that's why I'm really glad,
fair enough.
You have me on.
Yeah. Fair play, man. Fair play.
But listen, even if listen, I'll tell you what, even if Benfica aren't quite able to pull the chestnuts out of the fire, I think this particular leg, you can be quite proud of the performance. I take the point when you said that in terms of form, you weren't actually at your best, but you know what they say: form is temporary, class is permanent.
Yeah. Yep. Gonzalo Ramos heads it out. It'll be an Internazionale corner. We just need a goal to get back into it. Then we're only down 1. Come on, guys.
Yep.
It looks like a few players, though, for Inter are warming up. You've got Robin Gosens, German wingback, formerly of Atalanta. I'm sure you're a bit familiar with him, Manny.
Yeah, I think I've heard the name before.
Gosens, yeah. And then you've got the likes of who else? Whoa! Cross in just wide. Why hasn't Neres started more? I've been asking that question for quite a while, Xander. Especially given our struggles. Go on. Rafa Silva. Come on. João Mario, Rafa Silva. Yeah, there you go. That's the pass. Arsonist. Neres. David Neres. Go cross it. Defended well, though, from that delivery in the box from the Brazilian. Inter defense definitely feeling a little bit of pressure. Good work there, Antonio Silva, to get it to Arsonist, the Norwegian. Florentino Luis. David Neres. Nice quick play. João Mario settles it. Go on. Neres. Benfica pinging the ball around here with some pizzazz. Let's hope I can get a few goals here. Arsonist. Rafa Silva. Gonzalo Ramos trying to get a bit more involved. Come on. Ball over the top. Here's Otamendi. Grimaldo. João Mario. Antonio Silva. Arsonist playing as that right back now. Pretty much. João Mario moving off to the left.
Nice.
Florentino Luis. Arsonist. Neres. Bastoni does a good job tracking it. Playing it back to Onana, the Cameroonian goalkeeper. And it's out. Uh-oh. Someone deal with it. There you go. Odysseus picks it up. Barella coming in like a bull out of a china shop there. Trying to feast on a possible another Benfica turnover, but we're doing relatively well in terms of taking care of the ball. Arsenis. David Neres. Beautiful ball for Grimaldo. To find João Mario. The punch João Mario! Great block from Matteo Darmian, the Italian. That'll be a corner, Benfica. Again, Manny, you're right. You're right. I can be proud of this from Benfica because we're playing some good football, but Inter are just countering it with some good defending.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's Inter Milan for you. I mean,
Right.
you're talking about
Header down.
You're talking about
Arsenal. Uh-oh.
Obviously, you're talking about an Italian side, which is of course renowned for its defensive play.
Yeah.
And you'd expect them to sort of come at you, sort of come back and defend quite well. I think they've started to become a little bit lackadaisical in a way because they think that maybe, the tie is pretty much done. But it just goes to show you, it's never over until it's over.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'd agree. Absolutely. Long ball out, trying to find an Inter player to break through. Good header down, though, settled. Rafa Silva, João Mario now. João Mario. Looks over to his left. He finds Rafa Silva. Grimaldo. Florentino Luis now on the ball. It's Benfica playing some good football lately. Pass a bit off from Otamendi, but Grimaldo eases it. Otamendi. Antonio Silva. Nice ball through the middle. Rafa Silva. Florentino sideways. Over to Grimaldo. Kicks out. João Mario. Denzel Dumfries trying to cover him. João Mario. Oh. It'll go out for a throw for Inter way down in the bottom corner. Kingsley Coleman. He took a deflection. It'll go out for a corner. Enrico Di Marco throws it in. Di Marco, long ball out. Nothing there. Is Alessandro Bastoni, who's had a great night for Inter as their left center back in that back three of Inter's. Onana, Acerbi, back to Bastoni, looking for one of his trademark long balls. Almost does find Dzeko, pokes it up. Barella. Good defense on Otamendi, actually. Back out to Odysseus.
Sort of making up for his indiscretion, which led to the opening goal, I would wager.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, I always thought Inter were going to score, so I can't really get mad about something that I expected to happen. But, yeah, basically. Here's Rafa Silva. Grimaldo. Otamendi. Back to Antonio Silva, the right center back. Arsenis. Antonio Silva. Good football here, Benfica. Rafa Silva. Grimaldo just needs a good delivery in the box. Denzel Dumfries. Good work defending on him there. No foul, says the ref. Dumfries doing a very good job defending.
What a lovely Scottish name, Dumfries. Dumfries and Galloway.
Is it Scottish too? Dutch and Scottish?
Well, it's a name actually of a Scottish town.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay, fair enough. David Neres, Arsenal tries to overlap. Florentino Luis though. Neres. Gonzalo Ramos saying to play it over to his left-hand side. Antonio Silva now. Otamendi. Benfica really squeezing in that half, in the upper half of the pitch. Rafa Silva, good interception though from Darmian, it looks like. Brozovic will try to just carry this out. Barella.
Let's take a look at the City Bayern. Still goalless at the Allianz Arena.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Just over half an hour for the Germans to try to pull something out of the hat. We'll see what they can do.
There are 40 minutes. This is 50. 52. Oh, yeah, half hour, 40 minutes, because there'll be a little bit of added time. Ooh, Sommer. Careful, Jan. Careful, Jan Sommer. Jesus, man.
Yeah, Sommer's a terrific shot stopper, but when it comes to his...
he can have his moments
when it comes to his
distribution isn't great. Yeah. Or on the ball.
Forget about his distribution. I think sometimes when it comes to dealing with crosses and high balls, the boy is found wanting.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. He has the odd mistake in him too, but he just in so many games over the years is the fact that he just faces so many. He's just shot after shot after shot after shot. He gets peppered in so many different games, and he comes up with wonder saves. It seems like almost on a regular basis. So, Onana retrieves it there. Rafa Silva trying to chase down a pass. Go on. Oh, go for an each throw. So are you watching the Inter Benfica game on that phone?
No, on the phone. I mean, I've actually got it on my telly, and I'm just playing some stupid game on my phone. Gardenscapes. Go figure. It's not exactly Candy Crush, but it's much better. But yeah, I'm keeping my eye on the soccer, as you call it.
The foosball. Yeah. To be fair, it's not only Americans that call it soccer. I remind you of what?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, a lot of Aussies do that. Canadians.
South Africans, I think.
Yeah.
And
no, I'm surprised
Zimbabwe
really because
too.
I don't think the South Africans actually have another form of football.
Right. Rugby? No. I don't know.
No, even with rugby, they'd
differentiate. Yeah. Oh, what a ball that is for Holland. Oh, easy save though for Jan Sommer. Oh, that could have been 2-1 Inter. Header from Edin Dzeko, the Bosnian. Looks like Lukaku's warming up as well for Inter. Not surprised.
Yep. I think Simone Inzaghi has decided, you know what, enough's enough. We've let these people play for too long. Time to put this to bed.
Oh, Dzeko, great turn, but good defending again from Otamendi, to be fair. Antonio Silva.
Yeah.
Very calm, composed. Ball over to Grimaldo to kickstart the Benfica counterattack, possibly. Grimaldo. Florentino Luis. Turns. Has Grimaldo again. Chiquinho. Go on. Here's Arsenis. David Neres. Nice work. Benfica trying to get some triangles going on here with Neres, Arsenis, and Florentino Luis. Headed down by Dumfries. Good turnover force there, Benfica. Oh, so unfortunate. Dumfries goes into that. Ref says play on. And Dzeko. Ooh. Shot deflected and went off of Lautaro Martinez's foot. Should have been 1-0 Bayern there. Oh, my God. The fact that they haven't scored is ridiculous. Yeah. I'm not surprised, but Holland, 1-0. Tie over.
And with that could just be tie over for the Germans. I think if Tuchel ends up winning the Bundesliga, he might keep his job, but he will be on the chopping block next season. Mark my words. I mean,
I'd sack him after.
I do understand in a way. I do understand in a way why Nagelsmann had to leave, but could they not have gotten another manager instead? If Tuchel's that bad,
I would sack him after tonight. Because you know why we fired Nagelsmann? Because we didn't think that he had the best chance to get us the trouble. And what has Tuchel done? He's failed to get us the trouble. So, therefore, get the fuck out. That's what I'd do. But they won't. So, I don't really care.
Hey,
Devin
listen,
Edish,
I mean,
I've become very disillusioned with the Bayern München board.
Maybe having Oliver Kahn back over there hasn't exactly brought the best results, eh?
No, the results. There's just no. There's no plan with Bayern, and they also don't do a very good job of even attempting to replace a Lewandowski. As much as I like Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, as much as people try to clown on him, I've always liked the guy, and I think he's done a solid job. But he ain't no Lewandowski, not a Lewandowski. There are clear holes and deficiencies in this Bayern squad, like I was talking to you about. We haven't replaced Thiago, and he left about 3 or 4 years ago, and I think they run the club like a bunch of fucking idiots, personally, but it is what it is. But no, I'd sack Tuchel after tonight. I really would.
Oh yeah, Nagelsmann, then Tuchel, and have 3 managers at the club. Let him at least get the.
It's 2-1 Inter. Federico Di Marco assist. Or actually, sorry, he might have scored that. Yeah. 4-1 now, Inter on aggregate. 2-1 on the night for the Rosso Blue. And, yeah.
I am sorry.
And it's your boy, Lautaro Martinez.
Hey, he's not my boy. I can't stand the bugger. My boy is a Martinez. He's just not that Martinez.
It's a really well-worked goal, to be honest. That's a really well-worked goal. Because Mkhitaryan won it kind of near the corner flag turn. DiMarco made a very good slicing run and then just found right place, right time. Lautaro Martinez and Otamendi again. This douchebag doesn't keep his eye on Lautaro Martinez, and that's what happens. So there you go. And look at the San Siro, man. Oh my word. Well, at least we get to see a Derby della Madonnina as this UCL semifinal. That That's special. It really is.
Yep. And then, of course, you've got a nice mouth-watering repeat of the Real Madrid-Manchester City semi-final. I think if Carlo Ancelotti's smart, he will have the measure of Guardiola and will know how to counter him. But we'll see. But of course, now City have brought on some of their bringing on some of their big guns.
Yep, just to further embarrass Bayern, which I hope they do. Really fucking hope they do.
You are angry, aren't you, Stevie?
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, people, make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribe as I suffer through two of the many teams I love and support get, well, in Bayern's case, embarrassed and demolished, and in Benfica's case, just not quite strong enough.
To be fair, I think Bayern were demolished in the first leg, and the second leg. Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, they're not doing too badly, but they really do need to at least score a goal.
Which has been a Tuchel problem for quite a while, ever since he left Paris Saint-Germain. Did you know, Manny, that since Tuchel has shown up at the door of Bayern, he's been here about 6 or 7 games. The only players to have scored goals, no forwards have. It's been all defenders. All defenders. Whoa. Those are the only players. Pavard scored Saturday against Hoffenheim. De Ligt scored one in another game. So it's not really looking that great. And of course, we bring on this bum Sadio Mane as well. Like that's going to change anything at all.
Yeah, I think a lot of the talk has been about how Mane has not adapted well to life at Bayern, and I think he realized it's just as Joni Mitchell famously wrote and sang, "Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone."
Yeah, grass is always greener on the other side of the pitch.
Yep. But in this case, they certainly did not pay Paradise to put up a parking lot with a pig hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hotspot.
Yeah. Florentino Luis, Rafa Silva, Neres. And now we're back to turning the ball over. Oh, no, we won it back. Never mind. Neres. Why are we playing so...
Ooh, and this could be a problem here because Nathan Ake seems to have just pulled up with what could be a hamstring tweak.
Yeah,
and
he just sat down holding one of his legs. I saw that. That sucks for him.
Hamstrings are the worst muscle group you could injure.
Oh, look at that ball from Mkhitaryan, Lautaro. Nearly find Dzeko. Sorry, what? Not bad.
Yeah, hamstrings and quadriceps and your calves. They're sort of like your, as you would call the money makers. They're the ones that help you run and do the explosive work.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is a problem.
There's something about French defenders always error prone. You know what I mean?
Yep. I'd sell 75% of this Bayern squad if I'm honest. Fucking terrible. Onana, Darmian, Arsenis. Poor turnover there. Dumfries. Denzel Dumfries finds DiMarco. That'll be 5. Oh, good defense. Otamendi. Mkhitaryan slips up and tries to get looping ball over. No one was onside in time. Claimed by Odysseus. Yeah, Sadio Mane is well past anything. again, another overrated player that only really was a massive beneficiary of Klopp's system. Excluding his exploits with Senegal. I'll give him that. But poor turnover again from Benfica, and here's probably going to be number 5, Lautaro, Bastoni. Yep, center back Bastoni. Oof, low-driven cross in. There's João Mario. Chiquinho. Rafa Silva. Choupo-Moting. Save. Anderson. Gonzalo Ramos. Chiquinho. Just pass the ball. Come on, man. Rafa Silva. Hot shot. Nothing. Gundogan also down. Possibly for Man City.
Ooh.
Oh, Eric Laporte got subbed on for Ake. I haven't seen that guy play for Man City in a while. Wow.
Yep. Looks as though he might leave at the end of the season, but for now, he might be expected to perform a little bit of a role for City.
Yeah, gonna have to if they want that. I think honestly, you could. For me, if you're choosing the 3 best players from Man City this year, I'd obviously say Haaland. I'd put Ake in that, and I'd say Bernardo Silva. Not in that particular order. Well, I guess in that order. What about for you, Manny? If you had to pick out Man City's 3 best performers through this season.
Ooh, very good question indeed. Edison Moraes would not be one of them. Goes without saying that Haaland would be up there. Grealish has also started to turn it on really well and been very consistent. And in the defense, which has not been the strongest point, but which now seems to have somehow found another gear, I'm going to give a shout out to John Stones, who has been quite impressive.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah. So you're going Haaland, Stones, Grealish?
Yep.
Fair enough. Here's Arsenis. Looks like Inter about to make a triple sub. More on that in a moment. Offside on Benfica. Gonzalo Guedes on the field. Former Valencia and on loan right now from Wolverhampton Wanderers. As he was not very good for Wolves. So they got rid. There you go.
Well, it's interesting. Not good enough to play for a team trying to save themselves from relegation, but more than good enough to
play the UCL, yeah.
Yep.
Triple sub. There we go for Inter. Lukaku on for Lautaro Martinez. Hakan Çalhanoğlu is on for Nicolo Barella. Looks like. And the final one is Edin Dzeko off for what's his face? Is that Lukaku, Darmian. Who do you think out of this Inter team, man? If you could take one player, who would fit Arsenal the best? Joaquin Correa. Final stop. Who do you think fits best on this Inter team? If you were to pluck them and say, you're on Arsenal now, who would fit the best?
Dumfries.
Dumfries
As good. Well as Ben White has played, he is not really the answer going forward. And I just think that with Dumfries'
Really?
express pace.
I thought he's been decent going forward this year, to be fair.
No, I mean, when I say no. When I say going forward, I mean going forward in terms of years, not going forth in terms of football jargon.
Oh, like long term? Not like going
Yep.
forward as in the offensive, like in game. You're talking long term. Okay. So you'd like Ben White to be a backup right back, pretty much?
Yeah, I think there should be some competition. We might need to consider saying goodbye to Takahiro Tomiyasu, maybe send him out on loan.
Yeah, I would get rid.
There are several players in the squad who will need an upgrade. I really don't rate Aaron Ramsdale, but a large number of Arsenal fans don't rate Matt Turner either, who I think is actually a more than decent understudy.
3-1. Fucking hell. Come on. Inter running absolutely riot. 3-1.
In off the post. And is that...
Great finish, Correa, to be fair.
Yeah, that is quality.
Getting ripped apart limb to limb. Honestly, what the fuck?
I'm really sorry about this, Steve. And that now means that both the teams have, both Bayern and Benfica have 4-goal deficits to deal with.
So that's game over.
Yeah.
Great goal, Correa, but awful lot of room for him to do that, though. So I'm glad Otamendi decided to let Correa pass through without much bother, and the Inter bench going wild. Wow. Great times for the two Milan clubs. Inter 3, Benfica 1. That's 4 straight defeats. And we're probably going to throw away the league title very soon also.
No, you never know. I mean, listen, you are still top, and just get a decent run till
points.
No, but listen, 4 points is still is better being to be ahead by 4 than 1. Just get a decent run going, avoid making some stupid mistakes, and the title's yours.
Yeah, we're only 4 points. Porto are only 4 points behind us. And by the way, we were up by at least 15 at one point. So that's what I mean by it. We are throwing this shit in the trash. Because Porto in the past 5 games, only 1 draw, all the others victories. Same with Braga, 6 points behind, only 1 draw. We've got 2 defeats in our last 5. So, yeah, Matt, you make a great point. Inter have been fantastic off the left. DiMarco, contender for man of the match. They've been fantastic today. Again, comfortable in both phases of the game.
Well, you aren't. Oh, they very nearly did pull a goal back, but I think it's about to be it's disallowed for an offside.
Good. I don't want people thinking that this was a closer tie than it was. We still have to go to Sporting, by the way. That's the other problem in this whole thing. Have to go. We have Estoril Praia this Sunday at 1:00. I would not be surprised if we just lost that, to be honest. We go away to Gil Vicente. Wouldn't be surprised if we lose that. At home versus Braga, could lose that. Portimonense, maybe lose that. Sporting will probably lose if we keep up this form. And then at home to Santa Clara in the last 10. So yes, it's not looking good. Is Antonio Silva good? Spurs are linked with him. Well, he was good, but if he goes to you guys, probably not then. I would fear for his career if he did. No, in all seriousness, yes, he's a good center back, but he needs to stay at Benfica at least another 2 years. Because these guys are going to these, taking that step up far too soon, and then not getting any game time, and then never actually becoming or fulfilling the potential. Brian Gravenberch, Fabio Vieira. Fabio Vieira needed at least 2 more years at Porto, and it really shows. So I don't know. For me, Antonio Silva needs at least 2 more years at Benfica before any talk of going to Premier League or Bayern München or something. By the way, Benjamin Pavard has been subbed off and Stanisic on. So this fucking idiot Tuchel is still has Upamecano out there. David Neres off the post. Offside.
Bayern are still running into the City half, staking everything on attack, but leaving a lot of gaps at the back.
Yeah. Davinetta driving at the Inter defense, draws a foul. Gundogan tackles him off the ball with relative ease. Jack Grealish. Who do you think? So it's going to be Man City, Real Madrid, Inter, AC Milan. Who do you got advancing in both of those?
Real Madrid and probably AC Milan. AC Milan, obviously, Real and AC. It's going to be an Ancelotti final.
Yeah, same here. Everybody else is going to go with Man City. I've got a $50 bet with TJ Warren that Real Madrid will beat Man City in advance. I couldn't believe he was that stupid.
You know what they say? You know what they say about people who gamble? Fools and their money are very quickly parted.
Well, the good thing is that either I'm going to look like the fool or TJ is. So at least one of us benefits. But, yeah. Now, why do you think Man City, Real Madrid, it'll go the way of Los Blancos?
I just think that when it comes to European football, again, as it was last season, Real will always have the measure of them. Now, of course, with Ake potentially out for the for a long time, including the semi-final, that will possibly hang about. There's a penalty check that's going on right now, and if
3-2 out of Inter, so you got to get a bunch more goals in this final, whatever, how many minutes? 3-2.
Manuel.
Yeah.
Akanji, the former Dortmund defender.
No penalty, right?
Oh, wait. The referee's gone to check it. Again, I'm sorry for the spoilers, but that's what happens when I'm 30 seconds ahead of you.
Nah, you're good. See, Seb, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how you can bet against Real Madrid in Champions League. I don't know.
The referee has, in fact, awarded a penalty.
Finally, Sadio Mane does something productive for this team. Wonderful.
Yep.
Too bad it's about however many minutes late, 80 minutes late, but whatever. Thanks for nothing. Yeah, Seb, I'm of this belief as well, bro. Why betting against Real Madrid in the Champions League has proven to be quite foolish in the past few years. The only exceptions being Ajax. Oh wait, did Man City beat them en route to the final where they lost to Chelsea, right?
I don't quite remember that. I'll have to check that up and tell you. But it looks as though Joshua Kimmich is taking the penalty. I don't think any of the forwards have been trusted to take it. Muller is on the field, and he's up against Edison Moraes, who ridiculously has his head shaved in a ridiculous pattern.
I don't give a shit who takes the penalty. Kimmich, honestly, I don't mind. I don't care, really.
Well, it's high enough and in the center. 1-1 Bayern. It's crazy to see them cheering that goal. They need at least 3 more to push it into extra time. And I think maybe Oliver Kahn... Yeah. He got Edison to, commit to diving and then hit it in the center. The perfect penalty. Almost perfect, rather. Nobody's going to save that.
That is a good penalty.
And you just have to wonder, where was this at the Etihad?
Nowhere, because Tuchel doesn't know how to coach an attack proficiently. So, Mass Channel. Imagine Onana versus Mike Maignan in a penalty shootout in the second leg for a Champions League final berth. How crazy would that be?
Yeah, Onana already has experience, I think, of... oh, no, that was Edouard Mendy, not Onana.
Yeah. Yeah. Alvarez coming on for Erling Haaland.
And it looks as though Davies, who came on with an electric burst of pace and blasted over the bar there. Sums up Bayern Munich, really. Huffing and puffing, but just not able to blow the house down.
Yeah. Go on. Maddie's towel. Oh. Here's Davinidish. 4 minutes left of Inter versus Benfica. It's Arsenis for Benfica. Arsenis. Onana claims it.
Ooh, and one of the Bayern coaches has just been shown a red card. Clearly, some of them are, baying for more. And even Tuchel's gone off, I think.
Good fucking riddance. Looks like a homeless person, Tuchel. Is Inter home in the first leg or AC Milan? I don't know, actually. I don't know what order it is. if it's Inter or AC Milan is the home team in the first leg. I don't know. Good question.
Benfica actually did manage to pull a goal back, but still 5-2 on aggregate. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah, I did. No point in celebrating it. It's exactly like you said, it's 5-2 with like 80 minutes to go. So. It's all goodish. Tripped up, surely? No? Okay. Here's Lukaku, bullies the hell out of. I'm surprised that was a foul. Three rounds in a row that Real Madrid played English teams. Yeah, it actually will be. Chelsea, did they play Spurs in the? No. Who did Real Madrid play in the round of 16? Why am I forgetting? Liverpool.
No, Kyle Walker's.
Liverpool. That's what they did. So they knocked out Liverpool, Chelsea, and now if they knock out Man City, that's 3 teams. Ironic for the supposed best league in the world. Yeah, what are you saying? Sorry? Yeah, Kyle Walker's in for Kevin De Bruyne, which is very odd. Substitute. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But where is Kyle Walker going to play? Corner in. Excuse me. Three. Yeah, there you go.
Well, a 3-3 draw at the San Siro is not small potatoes.
It is getting knocked out, though. I'm sorry, Manny. I'm probably killing you with my toxic negativity. But
oh, cut it out. I mean, listen, the only reason why I'm this way is because I wanted to act as a bit of an antidote to your. Obviously, I hope for something competitive. Yeah. And listen, like I said, it's not small potatoes at the San Siro. I mean, you've certainly done a lot better than Bayern are doing right now.
Final score, 3-3, 5-3, Inter Milan on aggregate. We made it slightly less embarrassing, but it's also embarrassing because we conceded 3 goals in quite stupendous or just stupid fashion. Our deficit was 2-0. So if we just scored 2 goals, we could have gone extra time, but we decided to concede 3 goals. But anyways, I'm going to head out. I got some pizza to pick up. I'm hungry and annoyed. So thank you all.
Just tell me the toppings. Just tell me the toppings before you go. Is it vegetarian or you got some meat on that?
Cheese. Just cheese. I don't eat veggies. I don't eat meat. Just cheese pizza.
Oh, so you're not a vegan, but you're definitely a vegetarian.
I like tacos, so I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian. I don't like meat on my pizza. I don't like sausage either.
Oh man, you don't know what you're missing. Seriously.
Oh, I do know what I'm missing, and I'm not a fan. Anyways, people, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Manny, pleasure having you on, my friend, watching some football. Thanks a bunch, man, for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. I mean, it was a company. As I said, I didn't want you to be flying so low that you'd be on the ground. good to be in your company.
Absolutely. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Vamos,
Cheers,
Benfica.
everyone.